your message of equality of achievement, take your message of economic dependency, take your message of enslaving the entrepreneurial will and spirit of the American people somewhere else. You can take it to Europe, you can take it to the bottom of the sea, you can take it to the North Pole, but get the hell out of the United States of America.
We're joined now by Democratic Congressman Jim Moran of Virginia. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Martin.
What is provoking this kind of behavior? Because we've had the spectacle of a discourteous governor from Arizona waving her fingers in the face of the president. Now we have a congressman suggesting that a president who won a majority at the last election should get out of this country.
Well, I mean, you know human nature. It's a weakness of character. Did you ever see the play The Lion King?
I did.
Yeah. Don't they remind you of the hyenas?
The Lion King, the hyenas clearly spoke in kind of street, inner city African-American dialect, and they were considered to be the bad guys.
I thought things were bad under Mufasa.
What did you say?
I said I said, ¿Qué pasa?
They made an identification of them with inner city minority people, particularly blacks. And so they were sending a message to the audience, to kids watching this film, that was not so subtle.
Hey, there he goes. There he goes. So go get him. There ain't no way I'm going in there. What, you want me to come out looking like you? Cactus butt?
I mean, seriously, you know, fortunately, though, people like Mr. West and Governor Brewer and so on, particularly Mr. West, is not only not representative of the African-American community or of the Republican Party, let alone of the American public. So what he says really is of little or no consequence, but it's unfortunate. You know, he just seems clueless now that he has climbed aboard ship. He's climbed this ladder of opportunity that was constructed by so many of his ancestors, sweat, sacrifice, blood. You know, they did everything they could for his generation to be successful. But now that he's climbed on board ship, instead of reaching down, steadying the ladder, he wants to push it off, you know. I'm up here. If you're not with me, too bad. And President Obama, fortunately, is the kind of guy that says, I was very fortunate to get where I am, and I'm going to spend my life trying to steady that ladder of opportunity by reducing college tuition and training our workers, trying to get a decent job for everybody, right. Making sure that, you know, while I'm African American, it really doesn't matter. What matters is my commitment to public service, to my love for this country. And, you know, I'm going to leave a constructive legacy. And so President Obama doesn't engage in any of this kind of nonsense. To some extent, he's our Lion King, fortunately. And there's all these other hyenas in the background, you know, trying to cause trouble. I think they should get what they deserve, which is to be completely ignored.